I think I'm sick again. Or at least I'm really tired. But anyways, today I'm doing a tier list. Yes, I know I need to do more traded tier lists, but frankly, I do not have the energy to put together a tier list. So I'm just doing a pre-made tier list with rare gachas. Because, yeah, I'm lazy. Anyways, Pirate Catly, D can be really nice, but otherwise, like, haven't used them in ages. Cameraman, obviously SS. Mainly because of early game usage. Honestly, after SOL, probably closer to S or A. But I don't. But throughout the entire game, Cameraman, because Cameraman is just so valuable in the early game. Maximum the fighters, probably about as good as, worse than Catly, honestly. The lack of wave immune on Maximum the Fighter actually gives Catly a niche usage over him. Not only that, but also knockback against Reds gives him like cheese usage as well. Duelist can be nice for Reds and Aliens, or not Aliens, Angels, but most of the time he just gets shredded, but can be nice, I guess. Enchantress, probably. I've never used Enchantress in my life. The only time I ever used her, it was whenever I didn't have ICAT for Bomber Girl. Is that the name of the stage? God, I can't even. Baku? Is it Baku? The elephant, the one that starts with the red boar. That one. Belly Dancer, S tier, probably one of the best anti-red and Aku meat shields. Honestly, one of the best Aku meat shields just straight up gives that good of a value. A tier. But still really good, really nice. One of the... Yeah, I don't think I really have to explain much there. Kator, I mean, I don't really use Kator, but I assume they're decent with talents because they become zombie killer. So I assume they're pretty good. I don't really know. I don't use Kator, so I'm kind of just being generous. Sanzo, overrated, but like still pretty good. You know, outclassed by Sanzo. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that shit. What I do believe in is refusing to talent Sanzo on my new account. So no more anti-angel targeting, which I've been fine. Also no weakened talent, because let's be real, the slow is the only good thing on Sanzo. The slow against floating is really only nice for like cyclones and bun buns. Other than that, you're not using Sanzo a whole lot. Doctor, you're never using Doctor. I'm sorry, but you're just never using Doctor unless it's like the last resort. But at that point, like, I think you're just underprepared. Necrodancer, I'm gonna hear me out. The only reason why I'm putting Necrodancer in A tier, hell, I'll put Necrodancer in S tier. The combo. Without the combo, it would probably be like D or C, because just like these guys, it can be pretty decent. It's mainly good against Mechabun, but with the combo included, S tier. By the way, it is important to mention that Cameraman does have a small defensive combo. I don't know if that actually means anything, but it's there. Psycho Cat. Psycho Cat's pretty good. I like Psycho Cat. Probably just under Sanzo. So like, Psycho Cat's high C, Sanzo's low B probably. Psycho Cat's actually really good against aliens and against zombies. The slow can be really nice, or it can be really good. It's only single targeting though, so that's kind of rough, but works just fine on like Dread Boar and most aliens. So mainly the boars, but works fine. Rodeo, specifically because of its relic targeting, I'll put it in B. Without relic targeting, that bitch would have been useless, but with it, he can have pretty good usage, to be honest. You are just helpless. Like, I feel like anybody that I put in F tier, they're just like helpless and like basically useless throughout the entire game. With very rare usage. However, I don't believe that they're bad still. I think they could still be usable. But F2, like, it's just the scaling that the tier list goes, and I don't feel like changing it. Catasaurus, one of the best critters in the game, also has a research up with a little macho. So, like, you know, Minisaurus is really good. Plus, it's one of the only rare rare gacha units that I continue to use on my main account. Ramen, I think we all know Ramen's like pretty much the best, most consistently good rare gacha in the entire game. And I'm not even gonna say anything else about it. Acrobat can be nice, but not really very nice most of the time. I think it fits. Why is Psycho Cat on here a second time? Okay, interesting. Chill Cat can be nice for Into the Future, otherwise useless. Because, like, even in Cats of the Cosmos, Chill Cat struggles. Catalite, probably A tier. I'd say high A, maybe low S, but eh. Since it targets aliens, probably just A. Catalite is really good for aliens. Not as good against aliens as Ramen is against angels, though, unfortunately. But Catalite is really good, right? Like really good anti-alien, but not that great of a general meat shield, you know what I mean? Weed Whacker, I haven't used him a day in my life. Even against Zyclone, I would rather just talent Psycho Cat. Same with Ectoweight. Except Ectoweight actually provides a little bit of damage, so, with Savage Blow, so, top of that tier. I'm sorry, like, there's a reason why zombies in early game are actually hard, and it's because this guy is the only one that you can get from the rare gachas that's actually good. So I'll put him low S, just because his generalist usage also kind of sucks, but he does still completely shut down pretty much any zombie in the game, while still having decent general HP. But yeah, completely shutting down zombies is a pretty big deal. Jiangshi, double S. I actually think Jiangshi is better than Cameraman. Attack up combo with Little King Dragon, probably one of the best combos for a generalist lineup, while also being probably, arguably, the best meat shield in the entire game. Sorry, best secondary meat shield. I will always stick to the fact that Maneki Racer is the best primary meat shield. He is a standard in a lineup just because of his lack of knockback count and high speed, while also having good HP count. While also having 2-second recharge time as default. So like Maneki Racer is just, in my opinion, the best primary meat shield, but secondary meat shield, Jiangshi, probably. Just because it keeps up with speed while also guaranteeing that you have a thick, just like, group of Jiangshis in the back, and Jiangshi only has a 2-second recharge time, and pretty cheap. You know? So like not too shabby. It's like a better Manic Mohawk whenever, it's just like the perfect Manic Mohawk whenever it comes to pairing with Manic Eraser. Because like the Manic Mohawk, you like seeing him knocked back because then he can go back for another hit, or not for another hit, but like to go back to the front to, keep the lineup a little longer. Jiangshi's basically made for that. Cyborg, also probably SS, but above Cameraman. I feel like after SOL, Cyborg does much better than Cameraman can. Like, Cameraman's crit is really nice for medals, but after SOL, medals also aren't that big of a threat, you know what I mean? Like, there's very rare stages where, like, you put medals and relics in the same stage, and that's when they become a problem. But I'm pretty sure that literally only makes one stage, like, one of the, literally the hardest medal stage, I think, is that one in UL with the Loris and the medals. And Cameraman's really nice there, but that's a singular stage. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't use him at all in UL, just because medals are better taken care of by other things once you get that far. Gomon, I've never used them, but I'm pretty sure there's some like strats where you can use the double bounty. And then Thaumaturge, probably high S, above Shuigong. Because Thaumaturge having wave immune also allows for like essentially a wave immune status against anything, while also having good range. Well, isn't it just like 300? It's something like that, but it's decent range. It can outrange things like Aros and stuff, like Amos probably. Well, I don't know how much range Amos has, but I don't feel like looking it up right now. So, it can weaken pretty much anything, guaranteed. So, like, Thaumaturge is really good, but... And then second Psycho Cat, you know what? Sure. S, it's just sure. Not S, sorry, C. But yeah, that's my tier list. I'm sorry for not being in a good mood today, but I'm sorry. If you did enjoy, please do come back for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.